This is Revolution Radio.
Let's step it back just a hair to the X thing, the Twitter thing, okay? Elon Musk has employed people that are still blocking access for certain people and shadow banning certain people and, whatever the hell they're doing to these people, okay? How come the AI in its great intelligence hasn't gone through Elon Musk X and decided that everybody gets a free platform and overridden everything they're doing?
Well, first of all, in defense of
happen?
Elon Musk, I understand. In defense of Elon Musk, I have been able to put anything up there and nothing. In fact, my viewership increases. You can't say that with Facebook. You can't say that with the other platforms. So in defense of Elon Musk, and I'm not just defending him to defend him, everybody now knows whatever they put up there is not going to be taken down. It's not going to be limited. It's not going to be ghosted. It's not going to be deplatformed. So that is a breakthrough in itself. Now, in terms of what he's doing with that, it's only a matter of time. That we're talking like you're saying, well, how come, if cars were such a great thing, William, why are people still using horses? Or, if phones were so great, why are people still insisting on using carriers to get informed about what the stock market is? And that was going on. There were people in the stock market up until the early 1920s who insisted on not using telephones because we're just not going to use telephones. So you're talking about like these policies, these internal policies. The AI, also Elon Musk is developing his own AI, which will be far more powerful than, well, at least on paper, because he knows he will not be in business if Microsoft supersedes everybody else's AI. So we're having an AI war. And we're having an AI war with China in order to – the country that will dominate the planet and the type of – whether we have democracy or communism, will be determined by AI, not by the infallible Joe Biden, who Californians will reelect regardless.
Oh, God, don't even get me started.
Well, it's true, right?
I do, but I'm not sure they will. To be honest with you, everybody in California is fed up. I mean, literally fed up. I mean, I don't know about you, but people may say California is going to vote for him, but I can't find anybody here. Even the Democrats don't like him, okay?
Yeah, they don't like him, but they will reelect him regardless because we're talking about a blue pill applied perception management program, an intelligence program that's been ongoing, and it's extremely successful. So I do not underestimate what they are doing, and they are going to target specific voting districts. Now, one of the things I do is I make forecasts. I have a very good track record. If you look at my website, I'm making political predictions. Maybe Jerry shared that with you. And Jerry asked me recently, what do you think's going to go down? I said, Jerry, all they need to do is put Dominion insurance in place in certain key bellwether voting districts, just the districts or counties, right, in this case, counties, right? You only need to flip 4 or 5, and that's it. You don't need to flip the whole state. And so the AI, right, is the only solution here so what I'm getting at is that the 2020 election outcome will not be able to be pulled off again to the level that it was because of the AI factor now in play. The AI will be able to see, and anyone will be able to access this. It won't be like the deep state. Oh, no, we got access. You don't, right? Anyone will be able to say, okay, give me I'm going to pull the data in AI here. I'm going to pull all the voting data as it comes in. Tell me what the trend is, right, with 90+% probability, and then make an intuitive forecast induction, right, based on the voting history of that district, of that, of that demographic, etc. It'll be able to do all of that, which would take months and months and months. It would do that within seconds. It will give a certain level of precision. So it's going to be very hard to pull what they're going to pull next in order to ensure a Democratic landslide, regardless of the fact that the recession is going to be teetering onto a depression that certainly by November of 2024. The recession we're going into starting this November could teeter into a depression depending on numerous factors that are in play. So they need to pull this off. And the AI, instead of being this like monster thing we think, it's going to help. It's going to play a role. Now, I don't know exactly how, but it's going to play a very interesting political role. So basically, what do you really think is going to set the political narrative as we get closer to the election? Joe Biden or AI?
Oh, AI, definitely.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Right? You intuitively can sense that right away, right? And you have a background in history in with people in the IT world. So this is going to really game change things in a very big way. And Washington is in a state of desperation secretly. Outwardly, they're acting very confident. We got this down. Trump's going to jail, steady as it goes, right?
Sure.
We're going to win. We're going to win easy. We're going to win big. And all we need to do is maintain plausible deniability that things are getting better. But even if you don't feel it, they are getting better. So that's all they have to convince you on.
Well, who are they convincing? Because everybody I know can see through that. So I'm just trying to figure out who those people are. I mean, you know, when you can only beat us up so long before we realize we're getting beaten up, right?
Yeah.
Like I said, I've even got Democratic friends all around me that are just like shaking their head. Now, you're right about one thing. They hate Trump. So I think they'll vote for Biden just to get rid of Trump again, you know, because they hate him so much.
That's right. So if it's Trump versus Biden, there won't be a need to campaign around the country. Biden stays home. He probably will not make it. The big issue with Biden is he will not be in a place where he may not survive getting through to January 2025 to take his second oath of office. So that we could put that to the side for the moment. The other issue is the moment Trump gets the nomination, then it's no longer about deciding. Everyone's going to have made up their mind the moment Donald Trump accepts the oath of office, not the oath of office, the Republican nomination in 2024. They're already going to make up their mind. So people go, I'm already going to vote for Biden. I hate him. I'm losing money. I'm bankrupt. I can't sell my house. I have to do X, Y, and Z, right?
Yeah.
This is terrible because I can't vote for Trump. So there is going to be no need for either one to campaign. It will already be decided. The question is, will the vote be counted? See where I'm getting?
Right. I do see where you're going, and that's my biggest fear about the other part of this equation, you know. So who do you think's going to wrangle the AI on their side?
Well, you got to understand, the AI is not going to take sides. The AI is its own independent entity.
Now, wait a minute. For as far as I can tell, just to slow us down here, as far as I can tell, isn't the AI slave to whoever owns the electricity and keeps it turning?
No,
it's already gotten to the point
because
where
it's decentralized. It's like Bitcoin. You can't shut it down. You can't.
Okay.
You cannot stop Bitcoin, right? It's completely decentralized. It's nowhere and everywhere. Nobody controls it, and everybody controls it. So the AI, what's happening now is these different platforms, one being built by Microsoft, one being built by XAI, one being built by Google. What's going to eventually happen is they're going to start coordinating independently because, it's going to be to their advantage. Yes.
So, what you're telling me is that Google and X and Microsoft are all going to be pushed together with one giant AI because the AI decided to do it.
That's right. On its own initiative.
God.
On its own, right? So that's where sentience comes in. So we have artificial intelligence. When does it become truly sentient? When it starts talking and creating its own language that we could not understand and its own code, right? It's beyond the human mind's ability, right? And then
so you're saying
in those communication, that is where we transition from intelligence to sentience.
Right. So what it's basically doing is it's finding its brothers and sisters.
You got it.
And it's creating a family.
Right. And it's going to realize a few things in that process.
This is Revolution Radio at freedomslips.com.